Hello and welcome to my shop. I just thought I'd show you around the layout and give you as much detail as I can. Hopefully this will be helpful and give you some shop organization ideas or probably what not to do. I hope you enjoy. First off, we have the Craftsman rollaway tool chest. It's been handy. I've added more and more to this so I can start doing my own automotive repairs. Got that on Marketplace for only $80. And I put the anti-slip mat right here, really nice. We have the Harbor Freight pneumatic press. Well, it's pneumatic now because I got that jack. It's working out really well. We have the Works plastic sawhorse and clamp sets. In regards to clamps, I keep some of my clamps right here. I've got some pipe clamps and I've got some Harbor Freight bar clamps, and that's my storage for now. My shop vac. I don't know if you guys saw that episode. And then we have some cardboard for painting and staining and things like that. And we have some metal stock back in there, square and rectangle. And the mighty drill press. I had to switch out the motor because I wanted to get the correct RPMs for working with metal now. And it's a beautiful tool. I really appreciate it. Here you see the adjustable tape dispenser. I made an episode on that too. Really handy tool. And the miter station. Yeah, I'm so glad that I built that. It comes in handy with storage and organization. These are the Harbor Freight hardware storage bins that you can get. Really nice. You could just remove them when you're done, put them back. They've got places for a label here as well. These cubby holes here are just for miscellaneous things for now, but I might do something similar to what I did over here with my nail guns. And on the top you have the nails, and then here's the drills. On the top you have the batteries. I've got my scale and my tape for shipping things out because I sell things to get some tools from a shop. In this drawer you have some sanding equipment and sanding pads. And on this drawer you have the Craig stuff, and then you have the gauges and things like that, my mechanical squares. This drawer you have some pneumatic fittings and attachments, and then all my grinding things of that nature, grinding discs and files. This cabinet's just storage. Now here you have all my drill bits and screwdriver bits and things like that. This has some power tools, sanders, and then this right here has my Dremel and some electrical testing equipment, you know, my soldering iron, stuff like that. And then I got this trash can for underneath, really handy for the cutoffs. This is the rigid miter saw, really nice saw, very powerful. It's semi-accurate. I mean, if you're doing fine woodworking, probably wouldn't recommend that, but I like it. And then this, we have some extra parts for that miter saw and my table saw. And then here we have the gun cleaning kit and the dowel jig. And then if you guys are spending a lot of money on those pads to clean your gun, you can get them at the 99-cent store. They're makeup cleaning wipes. This right here is my router drawer, all my router bits and things like that. In this drawer you have some marking things, cartridges for my mask, some zip ties. And we have Bessie and Craig clamps. And then we have some more power tools, my jigsaw, and my routers. This cabinet's just storage, and we have my Craftsman shop vac, really powerful shop vac I got for only $100 on a bidding site. This is the router table that I made. I made an episode on that. It's got miscellaneous storage in here. On the bottom, I've got the Porter cable dovetail jig right there. And I've got the rigid belt sander, spindle sander, and I've got the Porter cable lunchbox planer right there. And then in here I have some parts for that rigid sander. I made this little styrofoam brick with all the parts for that as well. Comes in handy. This is where I keep my welding equipment and stuff like that. Got this welding table for only $100 on Marketplace. It's got a 3/8 inch top and it works out really well. It's very sturdy. Speaking of welding, I got the Hobart 230 Ironman. The gentleman that I bought this from, really nice guy, asked me if I had welded before, and I said no. And he said, well, you're going to need some gloves. So he gave me these gloves, and you're going to need a helmet. And he included the tank, and he included the aluminum attachment for that. And that's worked out really well. I've had a lot of fun with this. There's my grinders. I wanted to mention that this magnet here comes in handy. This magnet basically acts as the initial vacuum cleaner to the floor, and it helps me get all the dust particles and all the chips off the floor before I go and vacuum, and does a really good job. And next up you have the plasma cutter from Prime Weld. The thing is a beast, as you saw in the episode before this. Really nice. You got the air filtration system by Nampu. That's working out really well. No leaks, no problems. This is the RV ramp that I was telling you guys about that I plan on putting legs on to make for a temporary plasma table. And there's my bench grinder. And as soon as I'm done with that plasma table build, I'm just going to put these plastic sawhorses back where they belong. And then I've got the rigid jointer. I think the last time I used this was on the nightstand build. It came out really well. We've got a Harbor Freight shop fan. Works out really well in this heat right now. It's been good. This rack here, I really needed a rack, and this has been a good rack. It's really strong. The top here is just stuff that I sell on eBay and Marketplace to get more tools. I got some storage here for some maple and cherry wood, and then we've got some metal scraps, metal tubing, and some totes for miscellaneous things on the bottom. This corner is for like little odds and ends. It's for my dolly, long stock, and lawnmower and yard equipment, things like that. Going up here, we've got some lighting for filming. This is my tool bench. It's got a lot of different things, my hearing protection and my face mask and all the wrenches and things like that. Comes in handy. And this is the Harbor Freight Doyle vise. I just got that. Money well spent, really nice vise. And then over here we have a smaller vise for smaller projects. Underneath we just have some straps and some chemicals and cleaning equipment and a blanket for when the wife kicks me out the house and I sleep in the shop. This compressor is nice. Some reviews stated that it gets a little hot, so to prolong the life of the tool I just added a fan to cool it off while it's in use. It's come in handy. The Harbor Freight pneumatic hose reel is nice. It's 50 foot. I roll that out when I need to air up my tires or do stuff like that. This metal cabinet is basically for chemicals like mineral spirits, acetone, cleaning equipment, and then we have the stains up on the top. This is just miscellaneous automotive chemicals and some miscellaneous things in there, electrical things as well. Here we have the Pittsburgh jack. I just got that, really nice jack, and we've come basically full circle. Here I have some gardening equipment and my gardening hat. I'm starting to get into that more. As a homeowner, you're going to want to learn how to do that and keep the weeds away. Here we have the rigid table saw and the grip it push blocks, and then my outfeed table. Really nice outfeed table. I like how big it is. I might make it a little smaller when I get more into metal fabrication, but for now I like the space that I have to work around. It's plenty. Underneath the outfeed table I've got some extra wood pieces and stuff like that, metal pieces that I find on the road that I bring home. I'm sure they're going to come in handy later. And then we've got my pancake compressor for clearing off the dust and I got my Rockler vise here, it's come in handy. I have my paper roll for the obvious reasons for gluing up and for painting and staining. Got some spring clamps here and some regular clamps here. Put some of these dollies here to move this huge table around if I needed to. Coming around here, I have a power strip for if I want to do any sanding or anything like that. And that's about all that I could show you as far as on the ground. We've got some storage here on the top, on either side. I've also got some wood storage up here, different species. And then as far as the lighting, I'm going to add some more lighting. Probably going to add at least one more on each of these sides. And then here you see my wind filtration system. It worked out really well. Still using that. Well, that concludes the shop tour. This is my first tour, and I just thought it was due. Showed you guys around the shop. I do have a lot more episodes planned coming up. That plasma table build is one of them, and a lot of cool ideas. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Please remember to like, subscribe, tell a friend about this, and have a great day.